Have you ever stopped and asked yourself why, in this world where connection has never been more accessible, so many people feel more disconnected, more confused, and more frustrated than ever when it comes to dating? Why is it that with just one swipe you can meet someone across the city? Yet with all these possibilities, loneliness still lingers heavier than before. It's because modern dating, as shiny as it looks from the outside, comes with harsh truths that most people are too afraid to say out loud. Today, I am not here to sugarcoat it. I am here to speak what nobody tells you. But I promise, by the end of this talk, you won't just see dating differently, you'll see yourself differently. You'll understand what's really happening, why so many are struggling, and how you can rise above the noise to build love, respect, and happiness in a world that often tries to cheapen all three. But before we go deeper, let me tell you this. If you believe in growth, in truth, and in pushing yourself to become the strongest version of who you are meant to be, then don't hesitate to subscribe our channel Next Gen Emotive, because this is not just another channel, it's a movement, a community where we uplift, challenge, and build each other into people who don't settle for average, but instead rise to extraordinary. Now let's talk about dating. Modern dating is not broken, but it is brutally different. The rules are not the same as they were for your parents, or even for your older siblings. The speed of technology, the constant stream of attention, the illusion of choice, it has created a battlefield disguised as a playground. Men feel like they're always chasing validation they can't quite catch. Women feel like they're always being evaluated, compared, and treated as replaceable. And in between the swipes, the DMs, the ghosting, and the situationships, the harshest truth is this. People have forgotten what they actually want. They chase attention, they chase excitement, they chase the image of love instead of the reality of it. The truth is, both men and women are guilty of losing sight of the core values that make relationships meaningful: respect, patience, commitment, and growth. Instead, the game has turned into instant gratification. Likes, matches, emojis. None of it fills the emptiness none of it builds character, none of it creates real love. And if you're not careful, you'll wake up one day, realizing you've given years to shallow connections that left you drained instead of fulfilled. So let's get raw. Men, let's start with you. Society tells you that if you don't chase, if you don't prove yourself, you're worthless. But the harsh truth is, the more you chase, the less respect you earn. Respect isn't given to the man who desperately tries to impress. It's given to the man who already lives a life worth respecting. If your worth depends on someone else validating you, you've already lost. Women don't fall in love with a man who bends over backwards for attention. They fall in love with a man who knows who he is, who carries himself with vision, strength, and certainty. Stop begging for someone's time. Build a life so full of purpose that the right person fights to be part of it. And women, here's your truth. You've been told that attention equals power, that more likes, more DMs, more men chasing you means you're winning. But attention is not power, it's distraction. Power comes from standards. Power comes from knowing who deserves access to you and who doesn't. Too many women waste years entertaining men who were never serious, because the validation feels good in the moment. But the harsh truth, every moment you give to the wrong man is time stolen from the right one. Every time you lower your standards, you teach the world how to treat you. The man who truly values you will not just want to hang out, he will invest, pursue, and commit, but he'll only do that if you require it. Now let's be real, both men and women fall into traps. Men get trapped by chasing beauty without substance. Women get trapped by chasing status without character. And in the end, both feel empty. Why? Because real love, the kind that lasts, doesn't come from swiping, or playing games, or who can keep who guessing longer. It comes from alignment, values, vision, purpose. But alignment can only happen if you first know yourself. The harsh truth is, most people don't. They're so busy trying to look desirable to others that they never stop to ask, what do I actually want? Who do I want to become? What kind of life am I building? This is why modern dating feels so broken. It's not because love is gone, it's because people are lost, and lost people can't build lasting love. If you don't know yourself, you'll settle for anything. You'll mistake attention for affection, chemistry for compatibility, and lust for love. And then when it all falls apart, you'll say dating is trash. But dating isn't trash. Choosing without clarity is trash. Chasing without standards is trash. Settling without purpose is trash. So here's the challenge. Stop blaming the system and start mastering yourself. Men, master your purpose. Build your body, your mind, your vision. Become a man whose life is so powerful that women recognize your value without you needing to say a word. Women, master your standards. Build your confidence, your self-respect, your independence. Stop confusing attention with love and start requiring effort, commitment and consistency. And when two people who have mastered themselves come together, when a man who is walking in purpose meets a woman who knows her worth, that's when real love is born. That's when relationships don't feel like games, but like partnership. That's when dating stops being exhausting and starts being empowering. But here's the hardest truth of all. This doesn't happen by accident. It takes discipline. It takes patience. It takes saying no more than you say. It takes walking away from good-looking distractions because you know they don't fit your vision. It takes resisting the temptation of easy connections because you're waiting for a meaningful one. And most people won't do it. Most people will keep playing the game, keep numbing themselves with meaningless attention, keep chasing temporary highs, but you're not most people. If you're watching this right now, you already feel that tug inside that says, I want more, I deserve more, I will not settle for less than the respect, the love, and the future I know I'm capable of. So let me remind you of something. The harsh truth about modern dating isn't meant to discourage you, it's meant to wake you up. It's meant to remind you that love is still real, but it requires you to step up. It requires you to stop blaming, stop chasing, stop settling, and instead become the kind of person who attracts the love you want. And when you do that, you'll realize something powerful. Dating isn't about how many people want you. It's about finding the one person who aligns with your soul. It's not about winning games. It's about building a legacy. It's not about proving yourself to strangers. It's about growing with someone who sees you, respects you, and walks beside you. That is real love. That is what you deserve. And that is what you will find when you rise above the illusions of modern dating and start living with clarity, purpose, and power.